Hi there. So this is a quick example to show what my basic router setup is actually like. So for this example we're going to grab a Cisco 1941 router, and if we give it a wee second just till the router actually starts up. This is basically just going to explain the reasons for my setup in the way that it is. Okie doke. So the first thing we're going to do is skip the system configuration dialog, and then we're going to enable the router with the enable command. Once we've done that, we'll then jump into configuration or global configuration mode with a configure terminal. Now I'm actually trying to use full commands so that I get used to typing them. I know there is shorthands available, but at this stage I'm going to try and use full commands. So once we're there, we're going to actually change the hostname. So we'll just do a hostname and then change it to R1 for example. The router now changes, and we're actually going to enable the secret function on the router, and we're going to have it ask for passwords whenever we're logging in on a console interface. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a username, and I will do that before we actually jump into the console. So the easy way of doing that is just username. If I just tab autocomplete, it'll pick up the full word. So on this we'll do Stuart, which is my name, and then we'll do secret, which is, you can do two options. So if we take that back out, you can actually see there's two available options. You can do password or you can do secret. The difference between password and secret is the secret is actually encrypted. So if I do secret, then we just type in Cisco. That's the password set for a local username. After we do that, I will actually enable the secret to jump into global config mode. So to do that, it's just basically enable secret, and again we'll just go Cisco. So that's that setup. And a couple of commands that I normally use, the first one being is actually no IP domain lookup. And the reason I use that is if you sometimes misspell commands when you're typing them in. So for example, if I was typing in the previous command, which is username, and let's say I forgot the E on the username, it would actually come up and it would try and resolve that address, and it would try and look out through its gateway to actually find an address for that, try to think that you've typed something in. Now unfortunately, if you do that a couple of times, you're going to be sitting for a while, because the main lookup actually takes about 30 seconds to a minute to process. So if you've done that 3 or 4 times, that's quite a long time. So if you enable that, that actually stops that from happening. Now if I actually type in a wrong command, it just comes up and says wrong command. So the next thing I normally like to do is a banner. So it's just banner login for the login, and you need to set a point where it actually registers the banner. So it's like this is where my banner starts. So I just type in C and then type in this is private keep out, and then at the end of the banner you need to type in the same character that you keyed in at the start. So you can now see that my text for my banner will be this is private keep out. The C's are the delimiting factors for it. Okay, so once that is done, that's now set. After that, we jump into line con 0, which is for the console ports. So when we're in there, we just do login local. That basically just requires us to log in with our password, and it's using its local database, which is the username we've already set up. And if we type in try to remember the command, no exec timeout, so it's just exec timeout, and you give it a time. So let's just say 3 minutes, so it'll actually time out in 3 minutes. So if you leave it unattended for more than 3 minutes, it will actually time out, so the next time you come in you're going to need to type your password back in, which is good. Okay, once that is done, and the other thing that I actually like to type in is login synchronous. Sometimes when you're actually in the console port, if you type in a command and then the console replies with some sort of statement that it's just generated, like an interface is now up or down, it can actually break up what you've entered into the console, so it's not very easy to read. So if you type in login synchronous, it actually just sets everything so that all lines are displayed the way they should be displayed. That's the majority of things that I actually like to enable on a router. The other thing I would do is probably your VTY lines. So line VTY. Now, you don't always know how many VTY lines a router has, so I mean on this router it could have 5 lines or 16 lines. Now we don't know, so the easiest way of doing it is just type in line VTY. If you press question mark, it actually comes up unknown. Why is that? So let's try that again. Right, there it is. It's because I was actually already in. Now if you knew the lines, you could have done the previous command that I'd done there, and if you knew the lines, it would have jumped directly to that. So I know this router has got 0 to 15 lines, which is 16 available lines. So if I type in 0, 15, this will actually secure all those lines, and we can do the exact same command for that. Login local, and that's now set as well. Okie dokie, thank you very much. So we know the account is Stuart with capital S, the password is Cisco, we're in, and if we try and enable the router this time, we're now prompted for the secret password we typed in, and that's us back in. Okie dokie, thank you.